Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to yours and mine, Cozy Corner. My name is Amanda, and on this channel, we talk about books, and more books. Hello, friends. Hope all is well. Now, before we get started on this video, I have to say I've taken down the majority of my decoration, with the exception of that one because it's snow. Places in the winter have snow. Where I live, we don't, but places do have it. So I kept that because, like I said, I like the little snow that's on there. But I need some decoration. I feel like it looks so plain now. So I have to put up something. I don't know what I will put up, but I'll have to put up something. But anywho, this video is going to be the January 2026 TBR. And I'm really excited about this because um, I don't remember when I started YouTube, but I mean, it's recently. It's only been like uh, maybe 3 months, maybe four, not certain. But I like starting stuff from quote unquote the beginning. And this is the beginning of the year. So I'm hoping that this year would be a great year and I will continue to learn and continue to get better. I'm putting out these videos for you guys and hopefully you enjoy it and we become our own little community. So can't wait for that. Okay, guys. So for my January TBR here, I have 9 books. On average, I read about 10 books per month, but that definitely, can vary. And it doesn't, I'm not the type that actually cares about the amount of books that I read. That just happens to be the number. It's more important, though, that I get good reads. And I really, really, really think that the TBR list that I have here is going to be a really good month for me, or at least I'm hoping so. But anyway, enough chatting. The first book I have on my list here is Speed of Life by J.M. Kelly. And this is one of the books that I got from the Goodwill. And actually, to be honest, let's see, the majority of the books that I have on here came from Goodwill. But anyway, Speed of Life. This is a YA contemporary coming of age novel. So we have twins, Crystal and Amber, who have planned to be the first in their family to graduate high school, get full-time jobs, and move out. When one of them, and this is how stuff happens, when one of them gets pregnant junior year, they promise to raise the baby together. It's not easy between Amber's job washing dishes and Crystal working at a gas station. They are just scraping by. Now, Crystal's grade catch the attention of the new guidance counselor, who tells her about a college that offers a degree in automotive restoration. This is perfect for the car buff she is. When she secretly applies and gets in, new opportunities threaten their once certain plans, and Crystal must make a choice: follow her dreams or stay behind and honor the promise she made to her sister. This is why you just can't make declarative statements like that. And, we're going to do this, and especially not when you're, teenagers in high school. So this is going to be interesting. And I think this may end up being like a tearjerker for me. I don't know. Okay, the next book that we have is The Killing Jar by Jennifer Bosworth. This was also a book that I got from the Goodwill. Oh, and let me mention this also. So I am doing 3 reading challenge for the reading journal that I keep. I've posted about 2 of them, and then I added a third reading challenge on here. And someone left on one of my videos a comment about be careful, because once you start doing reading challenges, it becomes a slippery slope and you start to add more on it. And this person did not lie, because I went from never doing a reading challenge to doing one, adding another one, and now a third one. But I'm absolutely not going to add another one for this year because I just don't think I'd be able to get through it if I did that. But I did want to mention that most of these are going to be for the reading challenge. So I'm sorry, going back. The Killing Jar by Jennifer Bosworth. This is a YA sci-fi dystopian novel, and we have a young lady whose past has kept people, even her own mother, at a distance for years. But just as life begins to improve, she plunged into a new nightmare. Her mom and twin sister are attacked, and the dark powers she has struggled to suppress awaken with a vengeance. She is then exiled to a nearby commune known as Eclipse. There she discovers an extraordinary new way of life as she learns who she really is and what she is capable of. But the longer she stays at Eclipse, the more she senses there is something malignant lurking underneath it all. And she begins to suspect that her new family has sinister plans for her. This sounds really good. I know it's a YA, but if it's written right, this would be an excellent story. And the next one that we have, which is for, and I'm sorry, the first two and this one is going to be for the Jellyfish Challenge. And this is also a book that I got from the Goodwill. So we have The Girls in the Stilt House by Kelly Mustaine. I might be pronouncing that wrong. This is a historical Southern fiction coming of age novel. So we have two teenage girls in 1920s Mississippi from different backgrounds become partners in murder and must navigate a dangerous world of bootleggers and moral corruption. I'm certain this is probably going to be good as well. The next one we have is um, this is also from the Goodwill. Now, this is going to be for my anti brain rot challenge. And so we have Sua by Toni Morrison. No, do not judge me. I have not read this book yet. Don't you judge me. This is an African American historical classic. So, at its center, a friendship between two women. At its center is a friendship between two women, a friendship whose intensity first sustains, then injures. So we have Sula, who leaves Ohio and travels the states for 10 years. Then she returns back to Ohio where her friend has stayed. They created a strong bond as children, but as the girls become women, Sula's anarchy leads to a betrayal that may be beyond forgiveness. I cannot wait to read this. I don't know why it's taking me so long to read it, but I'm going to read it. And I believe it's a really short read. I have it. No, I'm not even going to begin to pull these books out because I don't know exactly where it is, but it's not a thick book, so I know I get through it quickly. Next, we have Block Shot by Kennedy Ryan. Now, this is book number 2 in the Hoops series. This is a contemporary sports romance and it can be read as a standalone. So, this is an enemies to lovers second chance romance set in the cutthroat world of sports and management. Now, I literally just released a video, and on that video, I was talking about how I'm not certain that I like second chance romance. And of course, I, haven't read too many books with that trope in it. So it is going to be interesting to see how Miss Kennedy Ryan, does this and see, how I feel about the second chance romance trope. Now, as I said, this is book 2 in the series. Book 1, I've already read that. It's Long Shot, and book 3 is Hook Shot. But again, all of these can be read as standalones. Now, the next one I have, this is going to be on my anti-brain rot challenge, or for my anti-brain rot challenge. And forgive me because I know I'm probably going to mess her name up, but this is The Between by the Tanana Reeve Do. I'm sorry, Miss Do. I'm probably just messing up your name, something terrible. But this is a horror supernatural book. So we have Hilton. When Hilton was a boy, his grandmother sacrificed her life to save him from drowning. 30 years later, he begins to suspect that he was never meant to survive that accident. and that dark forces are working to rectify the mistake. And when Hilton's wife, the only elected African American judge in Dade County, begins to receive racist hate mail from a man she once prosecuted, Hilton becomes obsessed with protecting his family. The demons lurking outside are matched by his internal terrors. So Hilton battles both the sociopath threatening to destroy his family and the even more terrifying enemy stalking his sleep. Now, I know you're not supposed to, or I guess no one says you ain't supposed to, but make predictions about, whether or not the book's going to be good, but it's going to be good. I know it's going to be good because I have read two other of Miss Dew's book and they both were fantastic. One of them, and again, I don't know where the book is, but one is the Reformatory and the other is the Good House. They both were excellent, excellent read. She is an author that I definitely want to go through her catalog of books because I just think she's an awesome writer. Next, we have Winter Kill by C.J. Box. This is book number 3 in the Joe Pickett series. And as I said on my other videos, I'm probably going to, try and not finish up that series because it's 28 books in there, but I'm probably going to read one book from that series every month. But this particular one here, we have Joe. So Joe Pickett pursues of a killer through the rugged mountains of Wyoming takes a horrifying turn when his beloved foster daughter is kidnapped. And something that I have mentioned about these series before in other videos is that they wrap up in the end. So they are standalone. They're going to wrap up in the end. You don't have to read them in any particular order. The next one we have is The Honeys by Ryan La Sala. Hope I pronounced that right. This is also a YA horror mystery thriller novel. Now, this one I got at the Goodwill, and this is going to be for the Read Good Challenge, which is the third challenge that I decided to pick up. And so we have twins, a sister and brother. The sister dies under horrific circumstances. So the brother is propelled to find out what happened. But this means he has to attend the places his sister spent so much of her time at. And this may be a problem because he is gender fluid and not generally welcome into the spaces. So hopefully this is going to be a good read. And last on the list, I have The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris. This is one that I'm going to read for the Anti-Brain Rot Challenge. This is a historical fiction novel and it's involved race and civil war. So, in the dying days of the American Civil War, newly freed brothers find themselves cast into the world without a penny to their names. Forced to hide out in the woods near their former Georgia plantation, they're soon discovered by the land's owner, a man still reeling from the loss of his son in the war. Okay, guys, so that is the 9 books that I have on my TBR list for January 2026. Like I said, I usually average about 10 books, and I am a mood reader, so it is very possible that I will go in and change some of these. However, these are all books that I want to read. They all sound good to me. So I'm hoping that I would keep them as is, but if not, it's okay. It is what it is as long as we're reading books. So thank you guys for hanging out with me as always. If you would, please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what you're planning to read for January to kick off 2026. So see you guys next time. Bye.